Good evening and a Happy New Year to all our Tube viewers everywhere. We'd like to invite you to this very spectacular Tube. And in fact, step out of the comfort of and the safety of our own homes. Perhaps music accompaniment would be in. We're going to have a bit of a surreal beginning now. I think Blue Moon, the ska version, can begin. So let's step from the safety of our own homes into a devastatingly exciting new live Tube. This should bring the house down. We are live at the City Hall. Yes, indeed. They're parts of the loose tubes. Who will be playing later? We've also got Sting, we've got Billy Bragg, we've got bits of jazz, we've got new video from AC/DC, and of course Sir Les Patterson. So let's go over to Paula.
And I'm here once again with Sir Les, and it's been 3 long years since we've been together.
It's been too long altogether, Paula, and a Happy New Year to the lot of you. Just over from Australia, and are we going to really stick it up here tonight with the Tube? No worries.
And is it your favourite pop programme to do?
It's my favourite pop programme when little Paula's on it. Boy, oh boy. Paula and I make music, and we're going to make some fantastic music for you good people. Les Patterson at your service.
Well, now we go straight over to that other woman who's able to make beautiful music, and that's Muriel.
And lo, the interior, the very auditorium of the City Hall, where, as you can see, nothing much is happening as yet, but in just a very few hours, this will occur. Very rock and roll, isn't it? Because bounding onto that stage with the energy and the elegance of a young panther will be Mr. Sting himself. And if you're very cynical, you're probably sitting back at home saying, well, who else has played the City Hall? Maybe Val Dunican, Rennie and Renata. Well, no, apparently anyone who's anyone in the music business has tread these boards, including 6 years ago, these three unknown lads.
People might say my life is in a rut. I'm quite happy with what I've got. People might say that I should shut up more. I'm so happy I'm rushing up my tears. Come on in here today. A show's friend with the boys today. So happy you're so high. You want more money, God for the night. The text will start trying brighter. The police guess what the public puts. But now I'm laughing, this is how it's done. You might get some pleasure out of it. I've done enough already on my plate. I need some attention to relax. I'm too used to it, don't be a flat student. Once you get the mayor's affection, that's our diamonds. It's usually there's a place of trust. As their lies are put down and their promise of trust. Shoes up the rockets and guns. The public wants what the public gets. But I don't know what this society wants. Going underground, going underground. All the guys pass me up, you start to mouth. Going underground, going underground. All the boys are shooting, the boys are shot. But tomorrow,
Jolly good then. Well, Brian Johnson from ACDC is standing with me. Everything is live from the City Hall, and as well as playing vast venues around the whole globe, you've probably played here a lot of times. Does it hold many fond memories for you here?
It does. I think this is a place everybody wants to play, Newcastle bands. You talk to a lot of American bands, and you always remember the City Hall and the audiences here, you know.
Right.
It's a good pitch.
Well, we'll be talking to you again later in and around the building.
Thank you,
as a local guide. There's a rather impressive jazz group we're going to see now. If we stand to one side, this is the Loose Tubes. Well, I don't know the name of the title of this song. What is it? I believe the title of this song is Chip.
when ordinary throat lozenges may not be enough and your throat's so sore you'd swear it glows in the dark. Let new Mac Extra give relief the green light. Powerful antiseptic Mac Extra with the extra comfort of local anesthetic action to soothe the really sore throat. Mac Extra from Beecham gives relief the green light.
The mail on Sunday comes to little Snorri.
I think you should see this, Dorothy.
Oh, so she's been seeing him.
Questions in the heart. Here, look at this, my dear.
The Mail on Sunday with You magazine. A newspaper, not a snooze paper.
Most brands of videotape still use iron in their formulations, but not BASF. Instead, we use long-lasting chrome. BASF chrome. Ordinary tape is dull by comparison.
As a leading violinist, Rudolf Geiger never goes on tour without his priceless Stradivarius. Like any rare item, a Stradivarius should always be kept in a safe place. Which is just one reason why Herr Geiger drives an Audi 100. A car that performs brilliantly on the flats, on the sharps, and in the wind sections. And for an encore, hums along quietly at a steady 56 for over 750 miles on one tankful of petrol. And the moral of the story is, if you don't want to play second fiddle to the Germans, you'd better get an Audi 100. Vorsprung durch Technik, as they play in Germany.
Oh, there's the camera over there. This is fantastic. Paula, you're looking very austere tonight. You look a bit like a
Jules said to me earlier I look like Gooley Withers.
Gooley Withers, a lovely Australian actress.
Things up. Now, you've just got back from Australia. Do you miss this country very much when you're...
I do. I've made England's pretty well my second home, and I've got a huge following. You know, I'm a role model, too. I roll any model I can stumble across. This is my meatloaf look. You might say it's my kangaroo meatloaf. Are you with me? And I've got a touch of the Bruce Springsteens down here.
Whereabouts?
There we are, sticking out of my hip pocket, no worry.
Very much so.
And these are the platform souls. They're coming back. Political platforms, I call them. I've
had the green wedge.
You know, I've had old Heseltine, is that his name? Mm-hmm. On the phone to me, boy, oh boy. He's a politician like myself, but he's probably going to go into the music business now. He wanted a bit of help from me, of course. I have a bit of trouble with my chopper from time to time, too. So I was able to give old Mike a bit of advice. You with me?
Yeah. You've been recently also writing a book.
Oh, I've written this book called The Traveller's Tool. It's a lovely family book. It's in most bookshops, or if it isn't, it ought to be.
Yeah, all right.
Is that the plug?
Yeah, that was all.
Oh, Paula, I adore you, darling. And call me Sir Les, thanks.
Sorry.
Just because some of us haven't copped a gong, eh? You with me? I'll have a word with Dame Edna. She could fix you up with a damehood. How about that, viewers?
Now, behind you, I noticed this.
Oh.
I'm sick of slugging you.
You don't have to plug my product.
It's your record, 12 inches of Les.
Listen, you plug me and I'll plug you. That's my new album and it's fantastic. We'll have a clip from it later. How about a video, kids? No worries.
How did you come to break into music?
Well, I break into anything I can, but I see myself as a kind of upmarket Willie Nelson, you know, a thinking man's Leonard Cohen. But I love music and I love Clannad, so let's have Bono in a Lifetime.
And Clannad, it's the new single. Hope.
I'm doing it. Well, for the uninitiated, there's a new tour starting called the Red Wedge Tour. There's Paul Weller, Billy Bragg, the Communards, Judy Giscombe and friends. There's also lots of other guest artists appearing, including Robbie Coltrane, the famous poet, enormous, fabulous comedy actor, and one of the most talented men on earth. He'll be on the show next week. Billy Bragg. Well, in the brief time we've got, explain, give us a tour. Yes.
Well, as it says on the posters here, we've got Paul Weller, myself,
right. I told them all that.
I told them, right. Well, we're starting in Manchester on the 25th, and we're going from Manchester down to Cardiff to Birmingham to Leicester to Bradford to Edinburgh, finishing here in Newcastle on the 31st. We've got a lot of special guests. We've got Johnny Marr on some of the dates. We've got Lloyd Cole on a couple of the dates. Robbie Coltrane's going to come and do some with us. Stephen Duffy's going to be along there. And it's not just going to be all politics. It's going to be no speeches. It's going to be about music, but also with the serious side, of course. In the foyer, there's going to be, you know, ways of getting in touch with the sort of issues that we want to put forward from the Red Wedge. Peter, we haven't got more time to talk about it, but
excellent. But you'll be here on the 31st, and when you play Newcastle, perhaps you'd come in and explain even more about it. Yes. After you, then Billy Bragg.
Thanks very much. This is called Days Like These. Party that became so powerful by sinking foreign boats is dreaming up new promises, 'cause promises win votes, and being resolute in conference with the ad man's expertise. The
majority by their silence should pay for days like these. The right to build communities is back behind closed doors. Between government and people stand the right arm of the law. And shame upon the patriots, when the mark of the bulldog breed is a family without a home and a pensioner in need. Those whose lives are ruled by dogma are waiting for a sign. The better dead than Red Brigade are listening on the line, and the liberal with a small L cries in front of the TV. And another demonstration passes on to history. Peace, bread, work and freedom is the best we can achieve. And wearing badges is not enough in days like these.
Of never-ending dreams, I can't see what these images mean. Locked inside me, tense as the rainbow's free, like perishing flowers. They sag and twist inside.
Those things have in common, everything from taxicabs to Chardet's body, is that they are, according to Dejan Sujic, cult objects. But he has written a book of the same name, and he's here to discuss them along with Robert Elms, who is, well, somebody from London. So first of all, what would you say makes an object a cult object?
Well, Britain is basically a lot of little tribes, and I think that cult objects are the things that members of the tribe know who the other members are. So it's like, it could be sort of simple things like designer cult objects, which are all these sort of matte black goodies that tend to come from Germany. This is actually meant to be a calculator, but I mean, actually, it's much more than that. I mean, it's not just about, you know, doing sums. It's actually showing you a smart person of taste and distinction.
Where Paul Smith's shop is.
Absolutely right. Some things are like, you know, this is this amazing Dutch lager, which actually doesn't taste that wonderful. It comes in a can. If it comes in this absolutely wonderful bottle with this kind of Dutch-style top, there's a lot more for you. So I think, you know, cult objects are the things that people know what they like to each other, what they tell things about other people with.
Well, now, what about jeans? Because when we saw Chardet wearing Levi 501s, I believe. Now, what about jean culture? Because you insist that the 501s you get here aren't original.
Well, there's a true cult, you see. It can only be enjoyed by a certain amount of people, a very limited amount of people. And the thing about the 501s that Levi's are now selling in this country as made in America, as it says on the label, is that they're not as made in America. And anyone with an eye for a real cult will know that. Because, and I must display...
Well, do you have to, Robert? I hope you're not going to show any of your horrible
If anyone
body.
can zoom in on this, there is a piece of red stitching here on a genuine 501. The red stitching on your 501 shows that you've got real ones, American. The English fake, as sold in all your high street shops now, because we wore them for years, but it doesn't have that. And you can tell a mile off. You should not be able to get into a nightclub. And there are some very real, genuine nightclubs where you wouldn't get in if you didn't have that red stitching. Levi's, you see, are a very silly company. This is a true story. I walked into a shop last week and a nice little man, I went in to buy my pair of biannual bass Weeges, which are also a cult object.
Absolutely.
Aren't they?
Absolutely, right.
See? And he said to me, I've got some Americans downstairs. And what he didn't mean was that he had lots of Americans that I should go and meet. He meant he had 6 pairs of proper 501s, which had to be smuggled into England.
Well, now, what does that matter? I mean, does it matter if you're...
Absolutely. I mean,
who does it matter to? I mean, is it just for people who are a bit...
Does it matter that that top is like that?
That's not a cult, that's a fetish. I mean, that's actually getting worried about what colour your stitches are. I mean,
Exactly.
everyone knows what a jean is. I mean,
No,
you know, the authentic Levi is the obvious sign. It's actually been around 100 years.
No, that is a cult, the red wedge. The red tag is something even more. Not that that isn't vastly and vitally important, you should all support it. But that red tag has meant something throughout history, through American history, through, you know, Paul Newman in HUD, Marlon Brando in The Wild Ones, James Dean in Giant. They've all worn this jean. It is the classic American Levi. But the one that is made here, no, I'm wearing it because it's the best. Because it's the best of its kind. Just as the original proper Walkman that in the black case is the best, and that's probably the best calculator being made at the moment. Yes. And so bestness is what really matters. The ultimate cult object in jeans, though, is not even a Levi. It's by Lee, and it's called a Lee Storm Rider. And now these, they don't make them anymore, foolish people. And so if you want one as worn by Paul Newman in HUD, and you really want to look wonderful, you have to go and scour the earth. And people do. I got that one in Paris, and I got this Levi jacket without a pocket here, like the new ones have that falls in New York. And so you have to do that. To go to genuine lengths.
What do you have to do it for?
Well, because if you love perfect things and right things, and things that make the world wonderful, and you don't like looking like every scum from up north, then you have to do these things.
You're so sweet. Talking about cults, I believe we have a man who is a cult in himself. Sir Les Patterson.
Right, g'day, son.
Hello, Les.
How are you?
These red tags, Liz?
Oh, what's that?
These red tags
Are those original Levi's?
Oh, yeah, they're pretty original. As a matter of fact, I get a little bloke in Hong Kong to make these. He says, he just makes them a bit close-fitting around the thigh. I'm pretty well built. Lovely to see you,
It's lovely. I can hardly keep my hands off you.
The shoes are the best, though.
You know, I'm a cult object myself.
He is a bit.
My wife calls me a bit of a silly old cult from time to time, you know? You with me?
And talking of that, it's over to Jules and Paula.
Oh, fantastic. Let's get together. Let's make music.
What are we coming out of? Oh, what are we coming out of? Well, we're coming out of them having an argument. I hope it was controversial. I couldn't actually see, so I don't know. Now, we've had a lot of competitions on the tube, and because there were various disputes, and because I've been away and various things, we haven't had the answers. But people have written in, and they have won. First question was, I was standing in front of a motorbike, and I was giving the prizes were a number of squeeze singles. What was that motorbike? Well, that motorbike was a Vincent 1000cc Black Shadow. So there. And the other, and people have won.
And then last week, no, not last week, but the week before, we had a competition to win thousands of Frank Sinatra records, and that's why he's wearing this hat. And the first film he ever made was Major Beau's Amateur Hour, and it was 1935, and it was a short film. And also his last album that was produced by Quincy Jones was called LA is My Lady. So the winner, at some point soon, will receive all those albums. Now, they say that you can tell a lot about a man by the hat or the shoes that he wears. So who knows what you could tell by having this?
The stains in his trousers. This is the most fantastic prize we've ever had. You see Sting in these jeans here? Well, it's not just a pair of jeans like this, but these are the very jeans that Sting wears. If you investigate them closely, just on the inside, for instance, if one were to look at the crutch, one can see that there's a number of skid marks there, and a number of other little details which would be so telling about a man's personality. Yes, there are also a number of signed picture discs of Sting that you can win as well. So imagine having that Sting's very own trousers.
And the question to win this, the greatest prize we have ever had, is where does the word denim come from? Where does the word denim come from?
Where does the word denim come from? I don't know where the word denim comes from. Yes. So you can win Sting's things with those all-telling marks. And now let's have the fabulous new Shake Your Foundation, the AC/DC brand new video.
Who said it's brand new?
Well, this is very exciting indeed. The lighting is actually gone down. The lighting has gone down, so I hope you can see me. If any of the people here have got matches, please light them up. Remember, that's what you can win. What a thrill. Well, what you're hearing is particularly modern avant-garde jazz now, not the type of sort we were hearing earlier. And it is, of course, the Loose Tubes. I have their record here. And this is a musical tree of them. They come from groups like Steel Pulse, Dudu Pakwana, all sorts of things. But don't take my word, come and have a look. And this is particularly abstract, I'd say, this bit of stuff here. Lots of abstract paintings around here as well, by some fabulous new artists. There you go. People queuing up a sting.
to get closer, getting ready to let Bluetooth to play shake you closer. Let's step into the blue. So get ready to be closer. Let's step into the blue. Step into the blue to let Bluetooth.
Fly. Fly free to Miami when you get away on a Royal Caribbean 12 or 16-day holiday. A holiday where you then cruise from one glorious sun-baked island to another. How to fly free is described here. Royal Caribbean Fly Cruise Holidays. Ask your travel agent or ring 01 200 0200. And remember, Royal Caribbean, fly you free.
Oh, Dad. Where's the night nurse?
The night nurse?
This. Night nurse cold remedy. Relieves tickly cough, sore throat, runny nose, headache, shivers, and so aids restful sleep. All in one little measure. There. Night nurse. All-in-one nighttime cold treatment from Beecham. Now in capsules, too.
Now you can keep your car running well and looking good. Save money on garage bills and know that you've done a good job with Car Care, a new weekly guide to maintaining and repairing your own car, covering every popular make and model. It shows you exactly what to do and how to do it, with plenty of jobs for the beginner as well as for the more experienced. Published in weekly sections for filing in these practical binders. Car Care is on sale now.
Was all my joy.
We did the right thing, didn't we?
For once I think we did. Was my delight.
It means we can treat ourselves every month.
Every month, love. And this month, that's 2 nights at the Lakeside Inn.
National Savings Income Bonds give you a regular monthly income without touching your savings. And you can invest from £2,000.
What about next month?
Let's spend this month's first. And I have loved you oh so long, delighting in your company.
Every night she'd be on the floor shaking my cheek out. Man, when I tell you she was cool, she was red hot. I mean that she was steaming. And that time over at Johnny's place, well, this chick got up and she slapped Johnny's face. Man, we fell about the place. That chick don't wanna go together. The boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. Oh yeah. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. The boys are back. Get your knickers.
Well, that was Phil Lynott, who sadly died recently on his just before Christmas. Did you know Phil at all?
I knew him from the early days when I was in Geordie and all that. He was just a good lad, you know. It's just his business, you know. It's not much you can say. It's just a shame, you know.
Did a great
It's a
son.
shame.
Great son.
He's a good lad.
Well, talking of early gigs, on your early gig here, I believe that any particular experiences this brings back. Sitting, look, at the stage door, look, stage, no admittance.
What you hear, I don't know.
Yes.
No, it's, I remember always wanting to play here, like I said before. But I remember my father came here once, and he lasted about 5 minutes and once.
Yeah, he didn't think much of it.
No, I didn't like it much. No, I didn't like it at all.
Too noisy for him.
Yeah, he said it was noisier than Monte Casino.
Is it right that you live in different four corners of the world?
Yeah, well, a couple of the lads live in Australia. A couple of lads, one lives in Hawaii, one lives in Holland, and I live wherever anybody puts us up.
Right, makes rehearsals difficult. Well, thanks a lot for coming, Brian. I'm going to wander off and see Sting now.
Right, yeah, my son, I'm going to bar. See you.
Take care. No, he is a nice bloke, that bloke there. Now, Sting, as we said, is live, and this whole tube is live from the City Hall in Newcastle, where Sting's playing last night and tonight. And I saw him last night there, and it really was a good show indeed. The band, a number of them lounging around at the moment, are absolutely fantastic. And there he is, being made up, and the fantastic band. Good grief. I haven't caught you at an inopportune moment, have I?
This is an ideal moment, really.
Like really?
Surrounded by my mentor.
So this is you before the makeup goes on?
I'm going to screw my arm on shortly, the real arm.
It's looks quite muscly, really. You know, we've given your jeans away as a prize.
My jeans, the jeans I wore for years.
Yes.
I hope they washed them.
Is there anything you could tell us about them?
I had many an adventure in those jeans.
Really?
They're crumpled.
I'm sure it'll all come out in the end. Well, you better tell us about the band, because I've been going on about what a fantastic band it is, and before we talk about anything, do you mind if I sit down while you're...
Sit down.
It's a bit like a boxer, ready to go on, isn't it?
Behind me is Daryl Jones, the bass player, who used to work with Miles Davis and is one of the finest bass players in the world. Amar Hakim was from Weather Report, and he too is one of the finest drummers in the world. The other members of the band are eating, and there's Branford Marcellus. Come here, Branford. Come here, man. He's a saxophone player from New Orleans. Kenny Kirkland.
Get it right.
Kenny Kirkland is from New York, and he plays the piano. And Dolette MacDonald and Janice Pendarvis sing beautifully. And I'm very proud of my band.
Yes, quite right. I think I'll stand up because I'm going to have to keep shouting otherwise. It is really one of the most... I saw last night, and it is one of the most impressive bands I've ever seen. He's running around on the floor like a maniac. Is this part of the vibe up?
He just doesn't want to get in. He doesn't want to get in my light, basically.
Right.
This is Ron. This is Big Ron.
Hello. Hello, Ron. And what's your part in the whole...
Keep them relaxed.
Oh, can I cover my chest? I'm feeling a bit shy.
So do you think that the question that I've been asked to ask is, well, what will happen to the police? With a band like this, this is probably go down in history as one of the biggest. He's got a Brian Clark T-shirt on, that's amazing. It's one of the biggest...
Concentrate.
Sorry. It's got to be one of the major although they're not playing jazz bands got together for quite a few years. Will you go back with the police, do you think? That's the question
what's
you're asking.
good about my life is all the options that one would think would be open are open. And being a member of the police and being in this band and being in any other band is open to me, and that's a wonderful position to be in. Oh,
Does this happen every night before you go on?
Basically, my life is so much fun that I have to balance it out by punishment before the show, and this is punishment.
Now, this might seem a bit of a deep question, but I know part of the album is based on some of the writings of Jung, who goes a lot into dreams.
No, that's the album before.
Oh well, yes. I know. But do you have any particularly interesting dreams that you think might be relevant and come out tonight?
I had a dream last night, which I wish it wasn't on camera because it's one of the most wonderful dreams I've ever had.
Was I in it?
No, darling. Of course you would.
No, that's all right then. Films? Got any new films coming up?
The film of Bring On the Night, which is the documentary made with this band earlier in '85, is coming out in February, and I'm very proud of it. It got amazing reviews in America, although it didn't do great box office, but videos really, I mean, documentaries really do, but I'm very proud of it, and I think it should do well in old England.
What did the Americans make? Because some of the lyrics on your album, because they might be, I would think, to some, maybe a solid American citizen, they might think, well, there's a bloke telling our president what to do. Do they?
Well, you're making a generalisation about
yes,
Americans,
I am.
which is, you know, Americans are as varied and as different as we are, politically and socially and every other way. So, obviously, people respond positively to my record.
Well, that's a good thing.
I don't think Reagan likes it very much.
No, well, he wouldn't, would he?
No.
I don't think he likes me. He's never actually met, well, I've never actually met personally. What are we going into now, then? I've got a lot of time, you know, we're live. Oh, it's Sir Les Patterson. Now, yes. Sir Les Patterson and Paula, then.
Well, that was Sting that we just saw.
I know.
And he had no top on.
He didn't, but you would have seen me without a bottom. I'm not bad. Listen, sorry, viewers. Les Patterson has had a few tonight, but it's great to be on the show with you, Paula. Fantastic. We were talking about my album. Can I have, these are my groupies here. 12 inches of Les. And I'd love to play a video from it. What is it called? A little clip or something?
How do you make it through the night? But it's not coming on yet.
Oh, isn't it?
Oh, dearie. Now, how do you feel now that you've broken into the rock world? What do you think it's going to be like? Do you think you will be plagued with groupies?
I will. Look at these young ladies. You love me, don't you, girl?
Yeah.
They do. I'm attracting this type of person. I have to keep myself pretty firmly in hand, I can tell you that.
And are you trying to trim up?
I feel, no, I'm not, because this is the look the women like. You know, they like to have a handful.
Well, now we're going to see Help Me Make It Through the Night, this new Les Patterson
This is my
single.
tribute to Chris Christopherson, viewers. You cop this. Take the ribbon from your head, shake it loose and let it fall, lying soft upon my skin, like the shadows on the wall. Come and lay down by my side till the early morning light. I don't care what's right or wrong. Help me make it through the night.
Well, no more of this wacky world of rock and roll next week, because we'll be back in the studio for next week's Tube, and playing live will be Big Audio Dynamite, which of course is Mick Jones from the Clash's new band. Now, 3 times this band have been booked, and 3 times they've been disappointed through something, you know, like disputes or something else. They've washed their hair 3 times and unpacked the guitars and never been on. So next week, even if there's a nuclear war, we assure you they'll be playing live. Also be hearing from a band called 5TA, and In Excess, which apparently are Australia's biggest band, has also got an extremely exciting film about Anthony Price's clothes, which includes Brian Ferry doing an exclusive performance of one of his songs, which of course I can't read because I wrote it earlier. Now here's a new band, or not all that new, but they're definitely not wearing Anthony Price suits, singing their new single. They're currently on tour with Marillion. Here they are, modelling some lovely jumpers. It's Beltane Fire.
Twice the same. You may let it go. If you see you just shout. To wash away the sins of captive blood, captive blood. It takes more than the sea to wash away the sins of captive blood, captive the men aboard, neither man or die. A spurred up lightning man. Whoa, middle name. Yeah, it takes more than the sea to wash away the sins of captain blood. Captain blood. Whoa, whoa, whoa. In Davy Jones, there lay rotting wood. Men who tried, but no way they could. He tied them up, he locked them up, whoa, off the deck. Now you walk the plank. 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 Captain! To wash away the sins of Captain Blood. Captain Blood. It takes more than the sea to wash away the sins of old Captain Blood. Hoist the sails, you make ready, boy. You see a ship and you just you shout ahoy! I hear 50 guns from bow to stern. Whoa, it takes more than the sea to wash away the sins of Captain Blood. Captain Blood. Takes more than the sea to wash away the sins of Captain Blood. Captain Blood.
A runny nose can be a right misery, but with Dimetap, you can turn off a runny nose for up to 12 hours. Worldwide, Dimetap has been the chosen treatment for runny nose and congestion over 200 million times. Nowadays, you can get Dimetap from your chemist without prescription. Dimetap turns off a runny nose.
In a German road test, one car beat the Mercedes 190. In America, the coupe version beat the Porsche 944. Yet it's in the same price range as, say, a Cavalier or a Montego. The 626, you'll be amazed at a Mazda.
Most brands of videotape still use iron in their formulations, but not BASF. Instead, we use long-lasting chrome. BASF Chrome. Ordinary tape is dull by comparison.
Installing central heating needn't burn up valuable cash. There's nothing to pay for 4 months when you dial 100 and ask for free phone servo warm.
Nobody knows better than Fontines that happy kids make a happy holiday. See your travel agent.
It's a strange thing to start with. This song is called Fortress Around Your Heart. This song is It's called I Hope the Russians Love Their Children Too. Of course they do. 1, 2, 3, 4. In Europe and America, there's a growing feeling of hysteria, conditioned to respond to all the threats and the rhetorical speeches of the Soviets. Mr. Khrushchev said we will bury you. I don't subscribe to this point of view. Research and ignorant things to do if the Russians love their children too. How can I save my little boy from Oppenheimer's deadly toy? There is no monopoly of common sense on either side of the political fence. We share the same biology, regardless of ideology. Believe me when I say to you, I hope the Russians love their children too. There is no historical precedent to put the words in the mouth of the president. There's no such thing as a winnable war. It's a lie we don't believe anymore. Mr. Reagan said we will protect you. I don't subscribe to this point of view. Believe me when I say to you, I hope the Russians love their children too. We share the same biology, regardless of ideology. What might save us, me and you, is that the Russians love their children too.
to a green line grip, I'm the sort of thing you get. Walking this business, tell me what you heard. Demolition Man!